Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, we're Juri and Mon, a couple who sold up our city business and moved back to the country to take up life on the land, develop our accommodation projects, and reacquaint ourselves with a simpler, more wholesome way of life. But right now, it's time to get you updated on task number 1, our home renovation. Before we jump into that, please meet these Highland cows we inherited with the cabin. They've been raised as pets by the previous residents and are on their way to some loving new owners in the south of the state soon. But meanwhile, they're our constant woolly companions as we take on the task of moving in, renovating and living inside this 8x10 cedar cabin under the mountain.
Along this front section of the house, we're planning on having a porch, probably about a 2.8 metre wide porch, a slightly wider slab that's going to be tiled and running through down there to where that stump is, and then it'll hook around the side of the house, and the other side will be paved and slabbed as well, and being like an outdoor entertainment area. I'm about to start digging through this whole section here. We've got this big rock over here that needs to be removed, the stump that needs to be removed, and then all up through here we need to strip it back, remove the cement so we can prep the site and put in the new formwork and the new slab. So it's all coming together slowly, but a lot of sort of pre-planning and getting everything organized for it, and I hope we've got it right.
Tell us what you're up to.
So, I don't know if it's normally how houses are built, but they've run the plumbing along the outside of the slab, and then they've poured this little additional slab out the back here, and now all of the concrete from the slab is intertwined with the plumbing, so you can't just pull the slab up with the skid steer, you have to pull the slab up the slow way, and I don't really like the slow way.
What's your plan here?
Well, I don't have too much of a plan. I'll bring the skid steer in, we're going to lift up the end of this a little bit. Hopefully it just cracks down the middle and we can sort of bend it and then cut the Rio mesh. And then we'll try and repeat that process throughout the rest of the slab.
Give it a tickle.
Yeah. Seems to work.
Oh, worked well.
There's no Rio in it, so it should come up quite easy.
Just come inside to run some water. I don't know. That's DJ, Juri's brother, who just started out on his own after completing his building qualifications with a high-end local outfit. You'll meet DJ a bit later on and get to know him a lot better as he heads up the reno on our house. But for now, he and Juri are working together to get the pad prepped, the formwork up, and the slab poured so we can move on to the porch build itself. Juri is well acquainted with pushing projects along at a good pace, and is handy on the skid steer. And DJ has precision and all the drive that starting out on your own gives you. So between them, things move fast and multiple projects get underway simultaneously. Pretty soon, the guys were ready for the slab pour, and all of us had a case of what DJ informed us was Crete fever, where you begin to second guess the amount of concrete you've ordered, too much being expensive and a waste, and too little meaning your slab would set before enough concrete could be delivered to finish it.
Pour day, baby.
How you feeling?
Good.
Good. A few more hands were needed to make sure the concrete would be spread evenly before curing, and luckily we had some willing volunteers.
Morning. Brought my own gumboots and I brought my own moss.
Oh, I have one of those on the door.
Yeah,
Super nice.
they're everywhere.
Oh, you were stressing?
Yeah.
He saw a concrete truck down in town, he thought it was ours.
Yeah, as I was going past. Yeah, for fun. How are you, mate?
How are you, Luke?
Yeah, so bad. So bad. I did too. Yeah, I got up at 5 and I thought, nah, this is it.
I woke up at 4 and I was like, oh, I couldn't go back to sleep. I kept thinking about the concrete. You know how when you're asleep, everything gets worse? It's like, oh no, it's gonna go. It's gonna set early. They've sent us rapid set, and we were going nuts.
I heard something crash at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Did you?
Well, you know when you're asleep and you hear something, but then you half wake up and you're like, did I hear that? I just lay there for ages.
It was a bad
wondering
night.
if I should get up or.
It was a bad night. Hey mate,
Good
Morning.
morning.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
He's ready.
Yeah.
Set.
Absolutely.
BYO shovel and boots.
Yeah, and boots, yeah, that's right.
Excellent.
That was the memo, wasn't it?
That was.
Yeah. Cool.
Sleep all right last night, mate?
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Oh, not without its upsets, but that's
Yeah.
nothing out of the ordinary. No, it was pretty good.
That makes one of us. The pour went according to plan, and after some frantic shoveling on everyone's behalf, we decided we'd definitely order the pump next time. This slab is getting tiled later on, so the finish didn't have to be perfect. In more time-honoured builder's lore, we were told that no slab pour was complete until a cold beer was cracked.
Cheers.
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 Cheers, Monty.
It went down like only a 9 AM beer after working in the sun can. Slab pour completed, the spring rain came in, and Juri and DJ turned their attention inside. In an effort to reduce the sheer amount of pine inside the cabin, We wanted to remove all the dado from every room and plaster up the gaps. In no time, we discovered all the joy of living in a house being plastered. Plaster dust and mayhem was literally everywhere, despite my best efforts at maintaining order. Off the kitchen, this odd pokey pantry under the stairs just wasn't working and was a really inefficient use of space. So we shifted the fridge to fit under the stairs, along with some deep drawers for better storage. The remainder of this space will be put to shelving and cupboards for my butler's pantry. But that'll come later down the track. The weather fined up again and we moved back outside. In order to realise Juri's concept porch design, some fairly hefty beams had to be sourced. And after weeks of phone calls, missed calls, and called-in favours, we had to concede that we just couldn't source them locally or interstate within our timeframe or budget. A long hunt on Marketplace had us taking a short road trip to a nearby town where we picked up a trailer load of beautiful hardwood beams that we hoped would work. The boys found a cheap old thicknesser from a deceased estate and began to dress the beams that could be used. The trouble was that this timber hadn't been fully dried, and there was significant twisting and malalignment in the ones that were the correct size for our porch. Juri's idea to remedy this whilst unorthodox was simple. As a wise man once told him, it doesn't matter what the question is, the answer is machinery. With some well-placed wedges and a few iterations on the design, the beams were bent to shape, and then we just had to wait and see.
We live in exciting times, Monica.
You do. Oh, it's looking good.
It actually looks like it's pretty good. You're perfect. That really made that much of a difference. Oh, that's pretty good, hey? What's that measurement? That's come around probably 16.
The boys were confident that with the robust design of the porch and brackets, the beams would stay true and straight once in place. So it was forward motion once again on the porch build.
Might be success.
Next order of business was to replace this kookaburra door, which no one was fond of, with a nice hardwood option that let in loads of light to the kitchen. I gave it an oil and DJ installed a smart lock, and the end result was pretty damn good. Next on Juri's list of projects in the master plan was to create a semicircle entertainment area off the porch, with curved Gabion rock walls using the rock already heaped around the cabin. He designed this area to take advantage of the view out to the valley where the morning sun rises.
Da, 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 da. Oh my God. Get in here. It would have been so much easier if we had the right size hog ties, but couldn't source them in Tassie, so one must work with what one's got. Shake those assets, you know.
Making the cages from scratch was the only way to get that curve he wanted, and in no time they were mocked up, ready to be filled and reinforced internally as he went. Filling the cages with rock was a labour of love, and though it might look like you could just chuck 2 tons of rock in there, we ended up handpicking every rock and placing all the outer facing stones carefully to create more of a dry stone wall effect. It took forever. Chipping away at it every evening after DJ had left, the first wall eventually took shape, and all the painstaking work was worth the while. Then we had to start the second one. Taking time out to escape the noise of the renovations and the mounting workload was becoming essential in our days. Morning walks with Mishka around the property and greeting the dawn with a coffee and plans for our day became moments of time we jealously protected. While I worked on my editing and making these videos to share with you, Juri spent his weekends in pursuits only slightly less demanding than those of his workdays.
So my other tractor's broken. Well, the other slasher is broken because I hit too many rocks. And I thought I might bust out the old grey Fergie and have a go at this. I haven't slashed with this before. I have started it and I know it runs. It's been about 3 months since I've started it, so let's see how we go. I'm notorious for making a mess. Oh, no, it spilled some. I think she'll go. It's been so long, don't actually remember how to start it. On. That would make sense. Whoops. On. This goes over into the start position. There we go. That's the brake. That's the clutch. Bit of accelerator. Can't forget the accelerator. Bit more accelerator. Oh, hold on, forgot about the choke. Okay, what have I done this time? What have I done? Oh, take those off. Like a bit of a monkey with those on. Do you reckon we're going to get this started? Turn the key on, see what happens. Seems to run quite well. Surprised. It's like 70 years old and it still fires up no problem at all. I think I may have flooded it a bit, which explains why it took so long to start, but see if she goes wrong, see what happens. So that section there is about 8 metres. We managed to get 8 metres of slashing done before a breakdown. I think we might just be actually low on fuel again. Gone on a bit of a lean here. The tank's on a lean, I don't think it's picking up fuel because when I rocket it starts, so put some more fuel in it, see what happens.
Just want to say thank you for being here with us, and thank you for all those wonderful comments many of you are leaving. We read them all and appreciate them all. Next week, the days get longer and fuller. Things start to take shape outside as Juri and DJ set a grueling pace on the reno. We get some visitors to the cabin, and I re-emerge from my editing cave for a crash course in bottling.